Hey guys, hopefully you are well. I am doing a little AFL fantasy review and reveal my team. Obviously, I've got a couple of players to still add into the system, but looking forward to a few weeks ahead. Everything will be changing as well too as we get closer. I usually do the BBL Supercoach, finish top 100 quite a few times in that one. And AFL Fantasy, usually top 1,000, I like to finish there. The other year I was a bit bad with a lot of injuries. I'm a Brisbane supporter, so hopefully our Lions can get there this year. And obviously our Scorchers did it in the cricket, which was really awesome. This was the last time I did a review. It was 2010 for AFL. Done a few for the BBL Supercoach, which is good. So look at that old. Look how old that is. See, that's 13 years old this year. Crazy. Now let's have a look at my AFL fantasy team. If you are interested in joining the league to win some Krispy Kremes, the code is AF22NUCN. All right, so I still got as you can see, I still got $1 million. So I'm still trying to figure out. I'm probably gonna put one or two more midfielders in. Sorry. So far this is my defense. I've got Sam Doherty. He plays a lot of first games in the year ahead, so about 7 or 8 first games. So he's great VC option. Daniel Rich, Duncan, and Elliot Yeo. If he can stay fit, will be good, Elliot Yeo. But if he gets injured, I might have to trade him around. Wilmot, but it's going to be interesting in our defence because we're going to put Cam Rayner in defence, and also quite a lot of defenders are fine for a spot. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes. But he is rookie priced. He played 3 games in the finals last year. Then these are just not going to... I don't know if they're going to play or not, but I'm just going to... For now, they're just filling spots. So obviously, we still got another few weeks left, and obviously, whoever gets picked in the rookies, I'll pick. But these guys played all right in the first one. Carwin played all right in his first game. Now, my midfield is a bit different. I'm going to, as I say, I got $1 million, so I'm going to probably upgrade one of these players. So I think Disasters, I'll probably upgrade, or Willis, I'll upgrade to a proper better midfielder because I still, as I say, still got $1 million up my sleeve. So these are my midfielders. Ashcroft, he's going to be a gun for Brisbane. He played really well in the seconds as well too. So you want to make sure you have some good rookies that are going to play as well. So these ones all sort of played all right in the first week. So this is just obviously pre-actionary, just trying to get the players that do quite well. I'm not too keen on Grundy this year, even though Grundy's in my keeper. Be interesting to see how him and Gawn go share the ruck duties because you want them to have the sole ruck. But for now, I've got O'Brien and Witts. But then O'Brien, he can be up and down a little bit too. So the rucks are going to be quite tricky this year. A couple of rucks are injured as well too. So Luke Jackson, who I picked up in draft the other day, is now injured. Zorko's injured, got a bit of a hammy issues. Lockie Neal's also a bit sore at the moment. And then also Alex Pearce has done a hammy as well too. So a few of the players are going to be out, but hopefully should be returning by round 1. Keep an eye on the AFL injury list as well too. So I'll update that as well. If you join the Dream Team Asylum Facebook group as well, put that up there as well too. And forwards, this one's interesting. Cam Rayner, if he plays in defence, he's a good one to look out for round 6 with the DPP position, but I might just upgrade Rayner actually. Now looking at that because at the moment I've got a buy structure and I'll show you the buys. And so that's sort of my forward line and that's my mid and rucks and defence. Hopefully you can see that all right. So I've got $1 million left over, as I say, so I can still get 2 or 3 good players and swap over a few rockies. So now our buys, currently I've got here, can you read? My writing's probably a bit messy. But so round 12, we have got Brisbane Lions, Fremantle, St Kilda and Sydney Swans. If you can see that. Round 13 is Gold Coast and Cats. So in the first 2 buys, there's only 4 and then 2. So at least it sort of helps you know that if you get a few between the round 12 and 13, they'll be there for around 14 and 15 because around 14 and 15, you got Crows, Collingwood, Bombers, Hawks, Demons and West Coast. And in round 15, you got Blues, GWS, Roos, Port, Tigers, and Bulldogs. So at the moment, what I do is a good thing what you can do. I do it. Some people don't do it, but I do it. What you do, you can put your 12, 13, 14, 15, your buys at the top. Then on your left, you can put your defence, mid, ruck, and forward. Then you can do a little buy planner. At the moment, I got 3, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, and 2, 1, 1, 4. So you got 8, 10, 3, and 8 positions. So at the moment, I got 9, 4, 5, 11. That doesn't add up. I'm missing one. Oh, utility as well too, sorry. And utility, my bad. So I've added utility as well. So we've got to make sure we got up to 30. But a good way of doing it is to actually go through your buy structure beforehand and then have a look. Because you want to probably have a few more. What I like to do in the past, there's usually only been 3 buys. This year there's 4. But usually with the 3 buys, I like to do 8, 10, 12 as a setup. Because if you go from, if you do 12, 10, 8, it's a bit harder. Because what you want to do, once the players at the end of the buys have had a buy, then you can trade out the later ones for the newer ones. So for example, let's just say the buys were like 12, 13, 14. The team that has the buy on round 14, you can trade your player out in, say, round 13 after your round 12 players had a buy, for example. Whereas this year, we got 12, 13, 14, 15. So it might be a bit more easier. You can probably stack up your buys round 14 and 15, maybe have a couple around 13 and around 12 for your loopholes, and then you can trade down to like around 12, 13 players. So maybe you might want to get more Lions players and Freo, Saints and Swans and Gold Coast and Cats later on. So now looking at that, I think I'm going to have to swap a few players around a bit more. But I'll probably do another team reveal later on, probably like a week or 2 before the season starts. And also on the Twitter space, I do Reese FM. You can actually join in. We'll do some Twitter spaces where you can actually discuss about your team. We can talk about what our teams are like and share ideas. I also have a few Facebook live videos and also be sharing the teams as well too. Also, we've got a Facebook group, Dream Team Asylum. We've also got as I say, let's look at the code again. It's AF22NUCN. We've got about 150 people in there, and you can win Krispy Kremes as well too. So that's be pretty good. Looking forward to a good year ahead. As I say, there's a few injuries, so keep an eye on the injuries. But there was also a few bargain players. So, for example, a lot of people seem to have Dom Sheed this year. I'm interested to find out why they have that, because he only played 1 game AFL last year, played about 3 or 4 waffle games, and he's priced mid-pricer, but he's only averaged above 74 3 times in 9 seasons. So, not too sure why everyone has got him, but yeah, it'll be interesting. And looking for a good way to jump up the rankings is to do a few pods as well too. So you might want to start looking at a few unique players that well, for example, I always have one player that I always have each year, even though he might be up and down a bit, but sometimes it's better to have a pod than have a vanilla team, because if it's a vanilla team, then everyone's going to copy each other. However, for the rookies, I think it's safer to be vanilla with the rookies, because obviously you don't know too much about them. So, but I'm more like the primo players, if that makes sense. If you have any questions, you can comment your team on the YouTube and that. And as I say, we'll have more videos. You can also join in. We'll have some guests throughout the year. We'll also do some Twitter spaces as well too. So Reese FM is my Twitter. So here is my Twitter. For example, this one here, Reese M, and you search Reese FM. I got my blue tick there, and you can see this is my last one I did as well too. So I did one earlier. But yeah, if you have any questions, give us a buzz. And looking forward to the year ahead. And if you have any questions, just let me know as well too. And go the Lions, and good luck with your team.